Hey, Cindy, I never ever want you to come back here again. Do you understand me? Go and find some other apartment to live in or something and stay there. Then tell me where it is so that I can send you all your stuff.
Chuck, please don't be like this. Can't we just talk this out in person? I know that you want kids soon, but...
No, there's nothing left to even talk to you about. Besides, talking to you isn't going to change the fact that you can't have kids. You're infertile.
But we haven't even both gone to the doctor about this. What if it's not me that can't have the kids?
Oh, I see what you're saying. This is so you. Always trying to blame me for everything, but it's never the guy's fault. It's always the women who can't have kids.
I really think that you might want to go and check the facts on that one because guys can be infertile too. I'm just saying that we've been seeing doctors about me and seeking treatments for my body, but nothing is working. So I'm just wondering what you think about going to talk to a doctor about this as well.
I'm telling you that it's always the women who can't have kids. So why would I waste my time going to see some doctor about something? You're just mad because the treatment didn't work and now you and I have no reason to be together anymore. You're going to have to come up with a better excuse for why I should stay.
Please, Chuck, I'm suggesting this for your sake as well. I know you might feel embarrassed talking about it, but this is why we go to doctors.
I am telling you that I am a man, and there is no way that I'm the one who can't have kids. You really just don't know anything about how the world works, do you? Honestly, how did I even end up getting married to such a stupid woman? What was I thinking getting with you? I mean, have you even thought of what would happen if someone I knew happened to see me in the clinic? Do you have any idea the rumors that might start to be spread about me? I'd barely even be able to go to work without everyone pointing and laughing behind my back. I can't have that when I'm in charge of such an important project there now.
But who cares if someone sees you? What are they even going to be able to do?
Well, they'll think that I'm pathetic and wonder what a guy like me is doing at a fertility clinic. I need the world to see that I'm not some weakling, and I'm a very serious and healthy man who knows how to take care of himself.
I really don't think that anyone is going to judge you that deeply for seeking medical help. I just think that you're a bit stuck up and prideful and are scared that others could get the wrong idea.
You really know how to get under my skin. Do you know that? I'll have you know that appearances are everything in my line of work, and I can't risk hurting mine. I mean, that's the real reason why I married you in the first place. I figured that we'd look good standing next to each other.
So then you're really saying that the only reason you wanted to marry me was because you thought it would help your image?
Pretty much. You were good to look at, but man, I had no idea just what a boring woman you really were. And now you can't even have kids. It's like a bad joke. Everyone knows that as a businessman like me gets older, I need to start a family. I need to keep my life on track, and you're not helping.
So then even wanting a family and kids is all just part of your business strategy?
And so what if it is? I just call that being efficient. I get kids, plus the world thinks that I'm the kind of man that I should be. Or rather, I could have been if it weren't for you.
Please don't say things like that to me, Chuck. I mean, do you really think this is how you should be talking to your wife?
Why? Are you saying I should be ashamed to talk like this? I'm sorry, but a businessman tells it how it is. That's what I'm known for around the company.
Well, that's fine at work, but your life isn't your work, and you can't talk to the people you love like that.
It sounds to me like you're just upset because you can't handle hearing the truth. But soon you won't even be my wife, so I'll talk to you however I want. But the thing is, I don't even want to talk to you anymore. So don't ever try to contact me again, got it?
Well, fine then. If this is how you're going to be, then I'm just glad that you and I never had any kids. I would hate for them to grow up with a father like you, only interested in using them for social gain.
Do you think my kids are going to be unhappy? You have no idea what you're talking about because you couldn't even give me kids. I'm going to go out and find a different woman. Someone younger and prettier who is sure to be able to do what you can't.
I'm sorry, but if you think that anyone is going to be able to love you when you're like this, you are dead wrong. But whatever, you're not my problem anymore, and I already feel the weight coming off of my shoulders.
I know that secretly you're just crushed inside. You can't hide the truth from me. Well, what do we have here? If I didn't know any better, I would say that you're stalking me.
Well, you clearly don't know any better because this is nothing more than a coincidence. I really had no idea you were the man that Anna was going to get married to.
I had no idea that you were friends with Anna. But then you must know that she's the daughter of the CEO of a huge company. Which begs the question, of course, how do you even know her?
If you really must know, we know each other through work and we've become friends ever since meeting each other.
Oh, I see. So you're just another one of her work friends. Well, that's fine. I knew you wouldn't have a good reason for knowing a woman as successful as her. I mean, not only is she gorgeous, but she is also as sharp as anyone I've ever met. She's basically everything that you're not. But don't worry. I think that you can learn a lot about how to improve yourself from her. After all, I don't seem to remember you having many high-class friends. But no matter how hard you try, nothing is going to compensate for the fact that you can't have kids.
Well, great. I'm glad that you two have found each other.
Yeah, it's a pretty deal. I don't think I could ask for a better girl than Anna. But it's just a shame that I had to waste my time with someone like you before finding her.
But I assume that you're still just looking for a wife to advance your career prospects, and that's it, isn't it?
I mean, marrying Anna certainly isn't going to hurt them. Hey, Cindy. We just passed by each other right now, and you weren't looking so good. Is everything okay?
Oh, hello, Mr. Trask. Thank you for asking. It's just been a long day. But you are also looking a bit tired. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay, but just thinking about Anna getting married. I don't know. It's a lot to take in, you know?
Well, I can see that. You are her father, after all. You've probably been looking forward to and dreading this day for a long time.
No, it's nothing like that. I'm more than happy for my daughter to make her own decisions in this world. But I just hope that she makes the ones that make her happy.
Oh, I see. Well, that also makes plenty of sense, but what makes you say that now?
Well, I really don't want to be saying this on the day of the wedding, but I really don't like this Chuck guy at all. I mean, I just feel like he isn't trustworthy.
Oh, do you really think so? What makes you feel that way?
Well, okay. So when he first come to the office to meet me, he was very polite and spoke clearly which are good things. But the whole time I just felt like he wasn't giving me the whole picture.
Well, as Anna's father, what made you want to give her the okay to have the wedding?
Do parents still even bless their kids' wedding anymore? I don't think she really asked me for permission, so she just wanted me to meet her fiancé because I'm her dad. And I just want to do what I can to cheer her on.
I see. But even so, you can't help getting a bad feeling about Chuck. If it's okay, I'd like to send you some messages that Chuck sent to me. You see, he actually kicked me out of our house 3 years ago.
Wait, you two know each other?
It's a long story.
Okay, I think I'm starting to understand a bit more about who this guy really is. And it seems like I was right to trust my gut on this one.
To be honest, I was really conflicted about showing those messages to anyone. So please don't make me regret trusting you with that part of my past, sir.
Of course not. But at the end of the day, whatever happens, it's going to be Anna's choice. I just have to go and find her first. If she still wants to marry him after all I have to say to her, then that's fine, and I'll support her no matter what.
I really do admire how much respect you're showing to your daughter's life choices, even if you don't agree with them.
Well, I mean, I'm her father. It's kind of my job. It's all thanks to Anna that I've learned so many important lessons about life. So I just want to try and set a good example for the day when she might have kids too.
I guess being a parent never really ends, does it? I mean, you're still her dad, whether she gets married or not.
Yeah, it's crazy, this thing we call life. But anyways, I have to go and try to explain to Anna all about her husband. We'll talk soon. I was thinking about it, and I only managed to get a glimpse of you walking in from the window, but you've gotten really, really far. I mean, I don't know what else to say except that the past 3 years have not been kind to you at all.
Excuse me? Is this really why you're texting me right now? To call me fat?
Hey, come on. Don't be mad just because I'm calling it how I see it. But I guess you must have taken breaking up with me pretty badly if you'd end up like this. Why did you even bother showing up to this wedding if you become so ugly, though? Aren't you embarrassed?
If you must know, Chuck, I am pregnant with twins.
Wait, what? What do you mean by that? You're pregnant with twins?
I mean, you pretty much just said it. I have 2 babies growing inside of me right now. It's actually pretty tough on me physically, but I couldn't be happier or more excited for this.
But then, that means that you're pregnant. I don't understand. How did this happen? I mean, you were infertile. We tried so many different kinds of treatments and none of them worked. Wait a second. You're just lying to me, aren't you? You just don't want me to know how fat you've actually become.
I am not lying or trying to hide anything, Chuck, but if you want to check for yourself, why don't you come over here and I'll introduce you to my husband.
Husband? You mean to tell me that someone wanted to marry you after me? Now I know that you're lying about this. You just keep piling up the lies, but I'm not buying them.
Well, okay then, I guess I'll just have to go over there and explain things to you. Wait just a second.
Keep away from me. I don't want you coming near me. I don't get it. How did you do all of this? How is your life like this?
What do you mean, how is my life like this? What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, I thought that since you were infertile that nobody would ever want to marry you after we broke up. And then I thought that you were just lying to me about being pregnant so that I wouldn't know that you were fat. But on top of all of that, you actually hired some guy to pretend to be your husband just so you could try and trick me? That really is taking it too far.
Chuck, you literally have no idea what you're talking about at all. I'm not lying to you about any of this.
No. I know that you're lying. I know that you're not pregnant, and I know that you're not married. You can insist all you want, but you aren't going to fool me.
If you don't want to believe me, then that's your problem. Just don't come crying to me when it comes to bite you in the butt.
I'll have you know that I'm getting married, and it's to a woman 1,000 times better than you. So unlike you, I'm not trying to hide from reality or live a life of lies. But I am so happy that you got to come over and introduce me to your fake husband. I see that you're talking to the father of the bride now.
Well, I thought that it would be best for me to talk to him, if you must know. In fact, you might want to talk to him as well.
And just who do you think you are to try and give me orders like that, huh? He's going to be my father-in-law, and I'll talk to him whenever I want.
Well, okay, just don't say that I didn't warn you.
Warn me about what? You're crazy, and this proves it. Anyways, I think Anna's going to be coming out any second now, and the ceremony is going to start. Todd, please wait. Can't we just talk this out? I'm begging you to reconsider. I didn't do anything. That was all Anna's decision there. So there's nothing to reconsider or talk about with me. But, I mean, please. You can't just let her do this over some text I sent years ago. That was my ex-wife and we had a lot of issues, but things are different now. Again, this isn't up to me at all. But I don't see how you can try and defend yourself. Please, you have to trust me. This really is all just one big misunderstanding. Oh, I think we understand just perfectly. You said yourself that a wife and kids and family are all pieces in some giant chess game to you. And we have Cindy to thank for showing us the truth. But I had no idea that you even know who Cindy was. I actually met her through a big project we had going on at the company some years ago. She was one of the leaders of the teams we had set up for it. She was a hard worker and brilliant too. But when she got married, she decided to retire and I hadn't seen her since then. I had no idea she was marrying you though. Wait, Todd, please, just let me explain. I want you to know that I've changed a lot since Cindy and I were married. I'll even apologize to her after our wedding. It certainly is the least that you should be doing for her. But I don't see how it's going to help you now. Please, I really do want to make this right. I'll apologize to Cindy and everything. I'll do whatever it takes to prove myself. So you're really telling me that you think you've changed since the time when you were married to Cindy? Yes, I've thought about and reflected on the mistakes that I made back then. I really will apologize to her. Okay then, just how much are you willing to pay then? Pay? Well, I don't quite understand what you mean by that. Well, you said that you reflected on all your mistakes and that you'd apologize, right? Surely you realize that after all you put Cindy through, a simple sorry isn't going to be enough, right? You've caused that poor woman so much damage to her mental health. So of course you should compensate her somehow. But I'm already going to be paying all the fees for postponing the wedding, aren't I? Well, of course you are. After all, it's all your fault that the wedding is being canceled in the first place. Do you have any idea how hurt Anna was when she read those texts? She felt completely used. But, well, I don't have the money to pay for something like that. Well, you said that you reflected on what you did wrong, right? You said you wanted to make this right, didn't you? So then put your money where your mouth is and cough up some cash. Hold on a second. Are you really saying that I have to pay my ex-wife for emotional damages? Of course. Now why don't you come over here and I'll be an official witness to your apology to Cindy.
There, that wasn't so bad now, was it? I didn't actually think you'd come over, though. I thought you'd just run away.
Shut up! This is all your fault and you know it.
My fault? What do you mean? I thought you'd reflected on all the mistakes that you made.
This is all because you showed Todd those texts I sent you all those years ago, isn't it? Why would you go and do something like that? You ruined my marriage, made me have to pay for the cancellation fees, and on top of that, I have to pay you for some reason?
Something tells me you aren't actually sorry for our past.
What was I supposed to do? Todd had a contract ready to sign, basically forcing me to agree to pay you. What kind of game is that?
Well, you were the one who signed it, and besides, he does have a point. You put me down for months and months because you thought I couldn't have children. And I asked you to go and have a doctor look at you as well, but you refused to even entertain the thought. But here I am pregnant, and that you are left at the altar.
But that isn't fair. You couldn't get pregnant. It's my fault that something changed since then.
You really just don't get it at all. You're the one who can't have children. You seriously have to get over yourself, or else you're just going to get into more trouble.
Shut up. You don't know what you're saying. You were just lying to me this whole time. This whole thing is a giant scam.
I'm sorry, but nobody here thinks that I'm lying. You got in trouble because you said a wife is nothing but a status symbol, and now you're paying for that.
How dare you try and talk down to me like that? Don't you know who I am?
Yeah, you're someone who got stood up at his wedding, someone who nobody respects, and somebody who nobody trusts. You're a self-delusional punk who only uses people for his own ends and is too much of a crybaby to accept responsibility for his own mistakes. Does that sound about right to you?
You can't talk to me like that. Don't you know I'm a high-value male? Everyone here are just beta losers who don't know the first thing about how to increase their social status.
I don't know how to break this to you, but in the real world, nobody cares about that kind of thing. Nobody even thinks about status or alpha or beta or anything like that.
Well, of course a woman like you wouldn't understand what it takes to be a real man in this day and age.
I really just don't even know why I bother with you. But anyways, you signed the contract saying you'd pay me, so don't forget about that. Oh, and I am sorry to hear the news about you losing your job.
Losing my job? What are you talking about? I haven't lost my job.
Well, I'm afraid that now that your boss knows exactly the kind of man that you really are, your days are going to be numbered. After that, the wedding turned from postponed to entirely canceled as Mr. Trask told me that Anna decided she never wanted to get married to a man like Chuck. And of course, Chuck had already agreed to pay for the cancellation fee as well as my compensation. By the time everything shook out, Chuck was left without a single penny to his name. And then, rumors began to fly around his company about the things that he had said about wives and children and family, and before long, Chuck was too embarrassed to show his face around the office anymore. He quit, and by doing so, lost all of the reputation he had built for himself there. I heard that he had a hard time finding another job in the same industry after being fired. Word travels fast, and just about every company in town knew the kind of person he was. I have no idea what he's doing for work, but it certainly isn't in the career he has worked so hard to build up his so-called status in. As for Anna, she's a driven girl who wasn't about to become some man's arm candy anyway. She got over Chuck quickly, and I heard that she's avoiding the dating pool until she can find a more mature man to date. As for me, my twins were born safely and without issue. My husband was by my side the whole time, and we both cried after welcoming our 2 little girls into the world. Chuck thought that his strength came from the people he surrounded himself with, but he never understood the importance of being someone worth being around. To him, everyone was a means to an end and not an end in themselves. I can only hope that Chuck has learned some kind of lesson from this, but I really am not too confident that that's happened. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Amy, it seems like you haven't gotten to the laundry at all today, nor to cleaning the floors. And let's not forget about those dirty dishes that are still in the sink. Amy, what the hell are you doing in your room?
Hi, Garnet. I'm sorry, but all day today I've been feeling really under the weather. I'll get to all of those things in the morning, so you don't have to touch anything.
You want me to leave all of this be? So even though you are the housewife here, you're going to ask me to leave all of this for you to do tomorrow?
I'm sorry, but like I was saying, I'm not feeling too well today.
You get to live and eat off the money that Axel brings into this household, so I'm surprised you're still acting like that right now. Do you feel that since he's out of the house for a while now on his trip to Taiwan, you can just slack off and do as you please?
Well, today I've had a fever of around 99, so it's not like I'm choosing to stay in my room. So today, I just wasn't able to really get to anything.
Huh? Amy, are you actually listening to anything I'm saying to you right now? I am asking you if you are taking advantage of my son and his money right now. Answer my question.
I'm sure right now I am taking advantage of that. Sorry.
If you have the guts to apologize to me for that, then you have the energy to come down here and get these chores done right now. Because of all these plates stacked up in the sink, I'm no longer able to use it for anything else. Also, I've noticed some of the decorations and design of the living room have changed. Why would you do that?
I did change it up there a little. I just wanted there to be a change of atmosphere in there.
Excuse me? You did all of that without asking me first? Whoever told you you were allowed to change things up in here? This house is being paid for with the money Axel is bringing in. And that means he and I get to decide what is and what isn't done here.
But when I video called Axel, I showed him the living room and he told me he really likes it that way.
He is too kind, and that's why he'd say such a thing. Ugh. Why did my little man marry such a thick-skulled woman such as yourself and act all happy about it?
I'm sorry, but today I am in need of some rest. So let's pick back up on all of this tomorrow when I'm hopefully feeling better. Right now my head is starting to hurt.
Go right ahead then. However, I can't say I'll care about what happens next.
What? About what happens next? What are you talking about, Garnet?
If you think you can just keep slacking off from doing the chores, then I'll have something to say about it. From what I've seen and heard from you, it seems the only way you'll be able to understand anything is with some physical training.
Hold on a minute. I told you that tomorrow I will handle all of those things.
No, there's no point in trying to use your excuses on me. You went and slacked off today from doing your chores, even though you are the housewife, so I'm going to make you pay for such a crime. Please sleep well tonight for me. I'll take care of the chores you've left for me.
Are you kidding me? What? Hey, what was that sound just then? I just heard glass or something breaking outside my door.
Oh my, whoopsie daisy. I accidentally just smashed your favorite flower vase out here. Sorry about that. My hands aren't all that strong anymore. I never meant to do that on purpose or anything, I hope you know. I'm sorry, but there is glass all over the floor now, so you'll have to clean that up for me tomorrow.
Jesus.
Amy, how are you feeling today? I'm sure that fever of yours is gone now.
It is, and I'm feeling fine now. I do feel a little bit cold still, but compared to yesterday, I'm a whole lot better. Garnet, thank you so much for doing all the chores for me last night in my place.
Don't worry about it. I think that I said too much to you last night.
What?
I'm so sorry that I said something about having to teach you physically and all that. I'm sure I scared you a little bit with that one, right? Of course, I'll never do anything violent towards you, so please relax and forget I ever said anything. Now, would you be able to go out for me and get some things from the store?
Sure. I can do that for you.
Well, that's good. And once you're back from the store, can you go out to the shed and grab me some more flour? My wrists and hands are much too weak to lift such a heavy bag, so I'd like for you to bring me some, please.
Understood. You can leave all that to me. Now I'm going to start heading to the store.
Sounds good. I hope you can get everything I need. Also, today is going to be very hot, so make sure to drink lots of water and get some electrolytes, all right?
Will do. Thank you for letting me know. Hey, Garnet, what are you doing right now? I'm still in here. Can you please open the door for me right now?
I told you, didn't I? You needed to be taught a lesson, physically, in order to understand me.
What? But you told me this morning that you went too far by saying something like that.
I was well within my boundaries when saying that, and could have gone a whole lot further had I wanted to. And as I had said to you last night, I am teaching you a lesson. You went and slacked off from getting all the chores done, so now you're going to have to pay for that.
But today is one of the hottest days of the year. Right now it's already close to 99 degrees in this shed and rising. I'm burning up. Please, Garnet, could you come and open this door?
What are you talking about? I locked you in that shed because it's the hottest day of the year. It's a great form of punishment. A useless wife like you, who thinks that she can take advantage of my son and I, will learn her lesson in that shed. Oh, that's right. I left you a plastic bottle with water in it in there for you, so please drink up. It's going to be boiling hot for the next couple of days, so you need to make sure you stay hydrated.
That water is already gone. It was only half full, and I just had to drink the rest of it. My head is starting to hurt again like yesterday, and I'm a little dizzy now.
Oh, you already drank that water? Well then, things should start to take place really soon here. I'm going to head off on a little vacance I had planned now, so I'll see you in 4 days, Amy. And please, when I get back, tell me that you've learned your lesson.
What? You're going on a trip now?
The reason you are being left in that shed is because you thought you could get away with slacking off as a housewife, so that's your punishment. I have a trip to go on now in order to calm my nerves after dealing with you. Please take this time to think about all the wrongs you've done.
It's getting super hot in here. Help me.
Stop being so overdramatic about it.
Hey, Mom. It's been all day, and I haven't gotten anything from Amy about how things are going. Do you know what's going on with her?
What? She hasn't said anything to you all day?
Well, we had planned on doing a video call today around 4 p.m. and having a few drinks, but we actually do that every Friday at 4 p.m., but today she hasn't said anything to me. I even tried calling her this time, and she didn't answer me.
Oh, I think I know. She must have went to bed early today or something. For some reason, she has recently been slacking off from all the chores in the house and sleeping all day long.
What? No way. She would never do anything like that. Her own conscience wouldn't even allow her to slack off from her task. She won't even let me tell her to take the day off because she feels obligated to do everything at home. So what's this about her slacking off recently? She would never.
Is that right? Then have a look at this video I've taken. Do you understand what I'm talking about now? Recently, it's only been me doing all the chores around this house. This video was from last night when I got home. Things are always like this around the house, with her just sitting in her room all day long. I made sure to record it due to how bad things have become.
I can see that things have been left dirty in the sink and that the laundry is still in the hamper. What was going on with Amy at this time?
Well, she was most likely in that room sleeping all day long. I even gave the door a few knocks and she told me to shut up and leave her alone.
Are you serious? Amy was saying things like that to you? She could never.
And she knows about how bad my hands and wrists are, and yet she makes me take care of all the chores all the time while sitting in that room all day long. It's been so terrible for me here. But she's been trying to hide all of this from you so that you'll continue to spoil her with your kindness. I'm sorry that you had to find this all out now.
Mom, I just had another watch of the video you sent me, and there's a bottle of sleeping pills on the counter.
What?
Wait, isn't that those prescriptions I was using a long time ago? Before I left to Taiwan, I made sure to throw those in the trash can since I don't use them anymore.
Hold on. I thought the bottle was really nice and small, so I've been using it to put small things into. Doesn't that sound like something it would be good for? Doesn't it look nice on the counter?
Does it look nice? Are you kidding me, Mom? Mom, what the hell is going on right now? What have you been using those pills for?
Wait, Axel? I'm not joking about using it as a little bottle to hold small things for me. Like, I'll take things such as my hairbands and hairpins and put them in there so they don't get lost.
Jesus, why would you use a pill bottle for something like that? There are plenty of things in the house that would look a lot better than a pill bottle for holding small things. For some reason, I can tell things aren't going very well between you and Amy. So how about we all have a little chat regarding things between you two, and I'll call over the phone during that time.
Sounds good, Axel. Thank you for thinking about doing that.
No problem. Now, if Amy wakes up at all today, just tell her to go back to bed and get whatever rest she needs. I'm sure there's something going on with her, and she needs to sleep. So let her.
Understood. Oh, you're so kind, Axel. But if she is going to sleep all day today, that means I'll have to do all the chores around the house again for her, right?
I will talk with Amy about all of that. I'm sorry that you'll have to pick up the slack again, with both of your hands being so bad. If things are too difficult for you, leave them be and go to bed. It's not like a single day of not doing any chores is going to kill anyone, right?
That's true. Thank you. Hey, Amy, how are things going? I completely forgot about you being in that shed. I'm sure you were able to find a way out of there yourself, right? Hey, why aren't you replying to me? Amy! Stop playing this joke on me already. I get that you want to mess with me, but you need to stop that now. If you keep that kind of joke up, I'm not going to let you out of there. How about I open that door for you right now and let you get some fresh air? Axel, listen. Oh, what am I going to do? What should I be doing right now?
What's going on? What happened, Mom?
It's about Amy. Right now, she's in a really bad state.
Hold on a second. Can you calm down for me and explain what happened? What happened to Amy that has you so worked up right now?
I made a mistake and I accidentally closed the door on the shed while Amy was still in there and went out for the day.
Huh?
Oh, like I said, it was an accident. I didn't know she was in there and closed the door so that no animals would find their way in there. And just now I went out to grab something from in there, and as I opened the door, a really foul smell came out from the inside.
You're lying, right?
I am telling you this was all an accident. I never knew that she was in there, and she never told me to let her out after closing the door on her. She was having me do all the chores in the house for her, and since I was so tired from having to work all the time, I
don't care about how you were feeling after doing some chores. How is Amy? What's happened to her? Did you call 911 yet?
I'm not sure how she's doing. I'm not sure.
Huh? Go in that shed and see how she's doing right now. And then call the goddamn police or something. Go right now.
But, the smell. It's like that of a decomposing animal now.
Shut the hell up and look at what she's doing. Open the damn door right now and see how my wife is doing, you asshole.
All right already! Hey, Amy wasn't even in there. That terrible smell coming out of there was just some really old fruits and vegetables. I went over to the neighbors and asked them if they'd seen where she went, and one of them said she was taken away in an ambulance.
What? I see. Thank goodness she was able to get help. But how did she do that? You told me you closed the door to the shed, and as far as I'm aware, there's no way to open it from the inside.
From what it looks like, she used a really heavy object to smack the wall. Then Richard, one of our neighbors, called the police thinking we were being broken into.
That's good to hear. Thank God she was found before it was too late. So this means right now, Amy is in the hospital being cared for, right?
Yes, that's what it sounds like.
I'm coming back home right now. I'm too worried about Amy's condition right now to stay here any longer. I need to be with her while she's recovering from whatever she's been going through right now.
What? No, you don't have to. Everything will be fine here. I'll be able to watch over her for you. You just stay in Taiwan and focus on whatever work you still need to get done. There's no need for you to worry about any of this anymore.
What are you saying, Mom? How the hell am I supposed to just ignore the fact that my wife is in the hospital right now? You know for a fact that I need to be there. I know I said I'd be in Taiwan, but I'm actually in Hawaii right now for a quick meeting, so I can be home in a few hours as long as I get on the next plane.
Is that so? Okay then.
Hey, Mom, where are you right now?
What? I'm at the house right now.
Why have you still not come to see Amy at the hospital? It's because of you that Amy is in such rough shape right now, right?
What? Axel? What is with your attitude right now? I told you that I did not lock her in the shed on purpose. It was a simple accident. I didn't know that she was still in there when I closed the door, and after that, I was away from the house for a little bit.
Well, Amy has told me that you locked her in the shed on purpose.
What? No, well, I'm sure from her point of view it may have seemed like I locked her in there on purpose, but I'm being completely honest when I say I had no clue she was in that shed. I mean, why would I ever lock anyone in a shed like that during some of the hottest days of the year?
Mom, can you go into the shed and get Amy's phone for her?
What?
From what she told me, she wasn't awake when the police came and found her. And when the paramedics took her out of here, she was so dehydrated that she didn't even think about her phone. Of course, that all makes sense to me, considering the fact that she was locked in there for so long. Mom, you're at the house right now, correct? Go and grab Amy's phone from inside the shed right now.
Her phone? All right, I'll go and take a look. I'll get back to you about it here in a second. I'm sorry, Axel, I wasn't able to find it anywhere. Perhaps while they were carrying her to the ambulance, she had it on her, but it fell out of her pocket and got lost.
I see. Did you really make sure to take a good look for it in there?
Well, of course. I made sure to check every single corner of that shed and came up with nothing. I'm sorry, but it's not in there. Also, if I keep trying to look around in there, I'm going to become tired myself and might pass out.
Wow, Mom. You have no right making a joke like that after what's happened to my wife. Are you trying to test my nerves or something?
I'm sorry about that. I just thought it would help to lighten up the atmosphere a little bit.
You were the one that caused all this, Mom. And that means you don't get to say crap about the atmosphere right now. Stop being such an idiot, please.
I caused all of this. Why do you keep talking about me in such a crude way? I told you that I never closed her in the shed on purpose, Axel. I've been saying that this whole time.
Then tell me, why is Amy's phone all smashed up?
What?
I'm not stupid, Mom. You might think I am. But I wouldn't be working the kind of job I have if I was as stupid as you think. Her phone that you found in the shed, you just brought it inside and smashed it up on the living room floor. Now, why, Mom, would you need to do something as ridiculous as that to her phone?
No, wait, hold on a second. What's going on here?
I just asked you a simple question. Why did you break her phone?
No, I would never do something like that. Axel, what are you going on about right now? You're not even home with me right now, so how would you know anything about her phone? Has Amy been trying to get you to believe some crazy things?
Amy went ahead and set up a small camera in that living room, which can be viewed from anywhere, on anyone's device.
What?
She told me that in order to prove to me that her mother-in-law has been bullying and verbally abusing her, she needed to get some video recordings. And for the past 30 minutes, her and I have been watching the living room live from that camera on my phone.
I see. Oh, so that's why she went and rearranged this living room without asking me.
So, let me ask you this again. Why have you gone and smashed my wife's phone? And let me also ask you this. Why did you lie about not being able to find it in the shed?
No, that was,
Let me answer these questions for you then, since you seem so preoccupied with losing your mind. You went and lied to me about the phone and broke it, because you know damn well that on her phone is evidence of you locking her in the shed on purpose, right? Am I wrong, Mom?
But, her phone is completely destroyed now, so you can't use it anymore to see anything. Well, even if there was evidence in her phone that I'd gone and locked her in on purpose, you wouldn't be able to see it anymore, so you can't use it as evidence.
Interesting and unfortunate. Seeing one's own mom change tone like that in an instant really does break one's heart.
What's so unfortunate? The only thing that's unfortunate about this whole situation is the fact that my own son doesn't believe what I'm saying.
Shut it, Mom. I know you have no idea about this day and age and the technology that's come along with it. But just because you smashed her phone up doesn't mean we can't access those texts. It's all still saved on a server managed by Pear.
What?
I just logged into her account on my laptop. And guess what? Right there in front of my eyes is the conversation you had with Amy a few days ago. So it seems you locked Amy in that shed and planned to leave her in there for 4 whole days while you went on a small little vacation.
No way. You're lying, right?
The fact that you've taken things this far, I don't think I can work with you anymore. I'm far past being upset or bewildered or saddened. Right now, I'm at the point where I'm going to completely cut you out of my life and deal with any emotions that come up later on my own.
No, wait, you have it all wrong.
I have already looked through everything you guys said to one another that day. However, there's one last thing I must ask. If Amy had brought her phone with her in that shed and then used it to ask for help, why nobody came? From what I can see here, she did try to get you to come out and help her, but she was only texting you for 10 minutes. I can understand her passing out due to the heat and not having any fluids, but not within 10 minutes. The last thing that she remembers before passing out is that she drank a bottle filled with a little water, and after that, things started to get fuzzy and she blanked. Something about that water she drank doesn't seem right to me, Mom.
What are you trying to say, Axel?
Mom, you took my old prescription and put it all in that water bottle before setting it in the shed with the intent of having her drink it, right?
What?
You must have known that she would try to get help from someone else while stuck in there, so you wanted her knocked out so that you can run off. Well, luckily your plan worked out for you there, and she knocked out for a whole day, and by the time she woke up, her battery had died. But you had no clue about what was going on with her by then, because you totally forgot about her while on your trip.
I'm sorry, I really am sorry, Axel.
Thank goodness Mr. Richard was able to hear her banging around in the shed with the last of her strength and knew something was up. Had he not noticed, she would have died in that shed due to dehydration. I hope you realize no apology is going to fix the situation you are in now, Mom.
I didn't mean to harm her any. I was just trying to teach her a lesson.
Shut the hell up. I'm done listening to you, Mom. Because of this, consider your relationship to my wife and I over with. Bye.
What? Wait a second, Axel! Hey, Axel! Hey! Amy, I am so very sorry. I'm sure you don't care for my apologies, but you have to understand that I never expected something like this to happen.
I'm still recovering from everything you did to me, so please refrain from contacting me. I don't have a phone right now to type with, so I'm having to use Axel's laptop, and typing in my current condition on here is tough. It's tiring, really. Of course. I wanted to tell you that I'm sorry is all. I'm telling you none of this was meant to be on purpose. I was planning to let you out of the shed later that evening, all right? Later that evening? Leaving me in the shed from 1 in the afternoon all the way until that evening is far too long by itself. And dangerous. Well, I managed to survive for close to 2 days in that shed. I am so sorry. I had a lot of pent-up stress at the time, too. My hands and wrists are both really bad, and I shouldn't be doing too many strenuous things with them, or else it stresses me out. Garnet, shut the frick up. All of your lies are starting to fall apart, and now it's all too easy for us to decipher them. What? Remember the camera in the living room Axel told you about? I got footage of you on it going into the living room and picking up my favorite vase off the shelf. And from the way you were able to pick it up and throw it on the ground so easily, it didn't seem like your wrists or hands were bothering you any. I guess you needed another lie in order to force me to do everything around the house, huh? No matter what I do, all of my lies are being seen right through. Correct. I am planning on suing you for what you've done to me. But with all these lies you keep telling, I might just have to call the police and have them take you away right now. What? You want to sue me? Yes. And be aware that the police are going to know about what's been going on. When they came and broke me out of that shed during some of the hottest days of the year, they knew someone had to be to blame and would need to be taken to court over it. Please, I'm asking you to find some way in your heart to forgive me for what's happened. Forgive you? That would be me spoiling you now, wouldn't it? During that time, my one and only son was out of the country for work, and that left me feeling so lonely. Oh, is that right? I don't care. Well, since you want to keep making up such puny excuses and lies about everything, perhaps the cold walls of a dark jail cell will be more gullible.
Amy, I am so sorry for everything you've had to go through with her. I should have known right away that my mom would be treating you like that while I was away.
Don't worry about it, Axel. I should have told you, but I wanted to try and stay low for a bit.
No, you didn't. You just didn't want to cause any trouble for me while I was gone, and so you chose to bear whatever she threw at you. The fact that you always care about me like that, I should have been there for you. I'm sure those 2 days, locked up in the shed on the hottest day of the year, were terrible. A literal living hell. I should have been there to protect you.
Stop. I wasn't in any pain because of your mom and what she did to me. I was in pain because I didn't get to talk with you that night over the phone while having a drink. Because I was locked inside that shed, our continued streak of drinking and talking every Friday night was ended.
Amy.
I really don't need you to protect me, Axel. Honestly, I wanted to take care of your mom with my own 2 hands while you were away. But your mom was one step ahead of me and locking me in that shed, so it kind of sucked not being the one to expose her BS.
I'm sorry. You really are such a fearless woman, Amy. Completely different compared to that spoiled old hag. If anything, you've been the one protecting me all along.
How about we keep that name for her? I'm tired of calling her your mom or Garnet. Spoiled old hag fits her much better. And it's not like she's a part of our family anymore anyway. After that, the police arrived at the house and arrested Garnet for attempted murder. She tried to lie to the officers about what had happened and even faked being a paraplegic for a bit by not getting up and out of her chair. However, this was nothing new to the police, and they had a warrant and everything for her arrest. So they came in through the back door and put her into handcuffs. She was first taken to the county jail for questioning and would be held there until her court case. During all of this, I was still in the hospital recovering, and it would be a few more days until I could finally get up and move around again. Due to the extreme heat, I had actually suffered a heat stroke. But only after I made all that noise and everything trying to get someone's attention. And luckily enough, my neighbor called the police, who came and got me to the hospital fast enough for the doctors to get to work on helping me come out of my coma. Luckily, I won't have any lasting issues, although it will be a few months yet before my fingers that I broke banging that wheelbarrow against the wall heal up. When the time did come for Garnet to go to court, she came into the courtroom looking like she had died on the inside, and after a short little hearing, she was found guilty of attempted murder, as well as tampering with evidence and drugging me, which would lead to her being placed in jail for 3 years. She would also owe me a settlement of around $250,000 to help me pay for my medical bills and for what she had done to me. She would end up paying that off by having all of her things taken away and sold, as well as through loans that she was forced to take out. But that wasn't the end for her just yet, as this story went into the news and everyone in the city, everyone in the state, heard about what she did. She lost all of her family and all of her friends because of it, and whenever she gets time to make a call at the prison, she doesn't even bother trying to call anyone. It's been 3 years now, and she's finally been released from prison, and will now have to work towards paying off all the debt she's in. But she is going to find that very hard, as everyone still remembers her face and will not be looking to hire her. However, things wouldn't get any better for her, as everyone knew about her all over the US, and she would continue to be treated as an outcast for what she'd done. I'm sure she still has a few more years in her before age really begins to take a toll on her. So for those next few years, she'd better stay on the run, experiencing this hell she's landed herself in. As for myself and Axel, we ended up leaving that town after what happened and selling the house so that we could have money for a new place. Axel actually went ahead and got us an apartment for a little while he had a new place built for us, which we're living in now. It's a lot smaller and fits the two of us in it comfortably without feeling as though we're cramped inside. Axel did this for me because he didn't want me to have to work as hard at home anymore doing so many chores in a large house. And I have to say, I'm really happy he put so much thought into me. Right now, Axel is still having to leave for business a lot, but we have been on track enjoying our video calls every Friday, while drinking a cocktail or some wine. We've held this streak for around 2 years now and have no plans of breaking it for at least another few years.